petroleum engineering student in 1979 in Midland, Texas, and driving home from class one day in my mom's handed down 1967 GTO, and looking out the window only in time to see one of my wheels go shooting off of my car across the parking lot into the adjacent parking lot, fortunately not hitting any cars. And I remember getting out of the car and just thinking, great. That's one more thing that I can't control and I don't understand and I don't know how to fix it. I was taking really hard classes and I looked and I just thought, as far as I can see, there are hard classes ahead of me. And so I think if I could go back to myself at that point and give myself some advice, I would go back to myself and I'd say, there is a point to all this. It will be worth it. Because I think at that moment, I really needed to know that this was all going to add up to something. And I think the second thing I would tell myself is that I did have a place, because when you swing open the door to your differential equation class or your physics class and there aren't any girls or you're one of two girls, there's this little voice that goes off inside of your head that says, you don't belong here. And then when the classes are hard, for sure, you run for the tall grass. And so I would go back to myself there on the side of the road and say, not only is this going to add up to something, but you do have a place here. And in fact, our country desperately needs you to take your place. We are going to face all these huge problems that our world faces, and we aren't even taking half of the population to the table to solve the problem. So that is a terrible mistake, that we need young women to come to the table and help us solve those problems. One of my favorite female STEM professionals from history is Sonia Kovalevsky. She was the first woman to receive her PhD in math, and she said something like, say what you know, do what you must, come what may. And so that would be my charge to young girls, to say what you know. Don't be afraid. You don't need to say things you don't know, but say what you do know. Do what you can, come what may.